You are now listening to the Salty Virgins Podcast.
So, how often do you guys look in the mirror and want to have sex with yourself?
Every damn day.
No, but in a legitimate, like, this is a fetish kind of way.
No, probably never.
When I get really drunk, I'm really handsome. That's about
You
it.
just check yourself
Fair.
out in the mirror every time you walk by one. Like, damn, I look good.
Yes. Actually, yes.
I have a
yes.
I have a weird thing about looking in the mirror. I don't really look in the mirror, like, unless my beard is looking weird. Like, I normally don't look in the mirror. Is that? Do you guys look in the mirror a lot?
Yeah, I look in the mirror.
My hair is usually a mess, so I usually just check it.
Well, maybe you should just groom yourself better. But we've known that.
I'm very self-conscious, so I basically anytime I walk past the mirror, even if it's not a mirror, even if it's just like reflective glass.
There's a lot of that where you live, so that's kind of weird. But okay. The reason I ask is because I saw another Snapchat thing about autosexuality, and I was very curious as to how many people are really looking in the mirror and just getting off, or like getting off to their own nudes. I find that to be.
I'm not sure I can look myself in my own eyes and just jack off. That seems like serial killer shit.
Hence why I'm bringing it up, because I wanted to know.
Yeah, I
So
thought
like
of that as terrifying.
looking at nudes of yourself and being is that basically what we're asking?
Correct. Yeah.
Like you're jerking off to your own nudes.
Which is a wild thought. That is. You think you could?
No,
Jackson totally could do it.
No, no, I couldn't.
Sounds kind of close.
Well, I mean, there's been pictures with me also in them, but not by myself. But that
You send
wouldn't
yourself
count.
Snapchats with captions like, "Hey, baby."
I'd rather kill myself than. Can you Snapchat yourself?
If you have 2 accounts.
Fair enough.
Spoken from someone with a lot of experience, apparently.
Yeah, really, really quick on the trigger there, Pat, with the answer.
Yeah.
I
don't know
never
what you're
even
talking
considered having 2 Snapchat accounts. But
Patrick obviously has.
I got
Correct.
2 Snapchats. One for the bitches and one for the hoes.
that's not what it is.
One for the plug and one for the load.
There we go. But that was also awful. My next question is, why are people so gross, and why has the biggest porn trend of like the last, I want to say 18 to 24 months, been people wanting to fuck their step siblings or their stepmom or stepdad?
It's the
Boy, I was waiting for one of you guys to bring this up.
I've been trying to bring it up for weeks.
trying to like we don't just outright
Talk
discuss
about porn
all the time.
It is like the most widely known and noticed thing that nobody will fucking talk about.
It's so weird. What is happening? Somebody needs to answer for this.
I think it's just like the forbidden
It's not
fruit
like
aspect.
a trend. It's like more than 50%.
Like,
At
you
this
open
point.
up like Pornhub at any time of the day, no matter what your like I get my nasty bag. No matter what's in your recommended, like the at least 50% of the videos are stepbrother fucks stepsister.
It finds its way in there.
Yeah, it's like what are we doing?
But you know, it's just step sibling porn is now like it has the market share of like Google in the porn world.
But like, where did that come from?
Yes, like,
And it's not like I don't remember
why?
there being a predecessor like with that much of a market share.
I think
I can't.
So it's like, this is unprecedented.
I can't think of a single thing that has taken over porn in the same way since in my it's coming up on 10 years since my 10 years in the game.
So let me throw this theory out here, right?
It's more than 10 years. I'm turning 24.
disgusting.
I said what I said.
Donald Trump runs for president, rises to popularity, becomes president. Around the same time, this step-sibling porn pops up.
Yep.
Oh,
Yes.
no.
There's been Listen, I don't want to get out of line here, but It seems like the stars are aligning. I think we might have something here, boys.
That is a what?
I'm here for this
We're
conspiracy.
gonna look. If we like live for another 30 years, which we probably won't, given the current state of
Hell
affairs
no.
in the world,
Not a chance.
and we make it to like look through, I'm gonna do actual research on this. Like, I will get a grant. Like, I am so interested in this and the understanding of this because it's so weird. Like, I tried. Like, I'll be honest, I gave it a shot, and I was just like, y'all are nasty. Like, I have what are essentially step siblings. I have never in my life been like, yeah, that's it. That's like,
Alright,
no.
So,
People
do you
come
guys
to own the
actually-
libs and stay to jerk off to.
do you guys actually care about the plot in porn? Like,
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Like, you just can't like get into it if it like you start it and then they're fucking. Like, you need some kind of idea about why this man is in this room
I need context.
and with a video camera recording with this bright ass ring light
At least make it an attempt to explain.
I need something to give me some like suspension of disbelief. You know?
Yep.
Like, I need something. It doesn't have to be a lot. Like, I get it. The same
It doesn't
girl.
even have to be good.
No, sure doesn't. The same girl has gone to the same couch. This is her third time. She still doesn't know what's happening. Okay, I'm rolling. But, like, I need something. Because some of my favorite,
that.
like, actual studios are good at the suspension of disbelief. And then some aren't. And it's really hard to, like, slog through the ones that are like, oh no, I've never been in this taxi before. It's like, come on. Like, okay.
Yeah, I feel that though. Like there has to be some sort of context. Otherwise, it's just shock and awe.
Yeah, because, like, if you just start, like, tongue in asshole, like, what are we doing here? Like,
Well,
give me something.
I think that's a reason why incest porn is so popular, because it's really easy to start that story.
Okay, there are so many other fucking things. There are so many other tropes in porn.
I understand,
Problematic or not.
but it's really easy,
easy.
to start it. Like, oh, we
you have
already
an
live in the
explanation
same
why
house.
people. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just feels deep rooted, man.
It feels, like, super gross and problematic.
Well, it is.
Like, you know, racism just suddenly became okay, and a lot more people are doing it very openly now.
Well, racism
So
was
maybe-
always okay in porn, but that's neither here nor
Well,
there.
no, I'm saying in the general public, right? Well, incest porn became a little bit okay. Someone cracked open a door, and now look at the fucking internet.
Do you guys check out the Pornhub stratifications of, like, who watches what where?
No.
No.
We have lives, Jordan.
They put it out, like, everybody does an article think piece about it, and it's always funny to
Oh
see.
yeah. I mean, I've like read their end of the year
That's
summaries.
all I'm talking
Okay,
about.
yeah.
I'm not talking about actually, like, doing
Midweek stats.
research.
Doing some
No.
regression analysis on who's watching what porn.
If I had to do regression analysis at this stage in my life, I would rather put a bullet in my brain. But
You know, Pornhub might have enough data for us to investigate this Trump theory.
they probably do. I think
Do they have
I'm
public
terrified
APIs?
of the
Pornhub might have
Answer.
the most data of any company on the planet.
Google.
Fair.
Yeah, because you got to use Google to get to porn. Anyway. And most people use Google Chrome as their browser, so there's also that. But, yeah. No, like, it's very
Well, you guys all
interest-
use Chrome, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I was just checking.
By
Continue.
far the best web browser.
Yeah, I don't have to yell at any of you today. This is good.
Why would... me with Internet Explorer would be hilarious.
I open Chrome and go to Alta Vista to search things.
You shouldn't even make that joke. You literally shouldn't make that joke. So back to what I was saying. Like, it's always funny to see, like, the hard R states. They're always like, their top categories are always black and something, and it's like, all right, so this is what we're doing. This is what we on. Okay, I see the vision. I get it. It's like, I don't know. Go ahead, chime in, white boys. I want to hear it. And also nasty men.
They hate us because they ain't us.
Yeah?
I don't know if that's it, but I understand what you're saying.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. I stepped away from my desk for a minute.
Kevin.
I didn't want to interrupt the conversation, but now I've completely lost on it. So can you re-ask your question and then we can stitch that in?
Why were you away from
I
your
really
desk?
have no idea what you're talking about.
Why
What?
were you away from your desk?
Why is your girlfriend subtweeting you? Living in your house.
That was so funny.
Anyway, sorry.
Have you guys, like, noticed that the Bible Belt states and the Hard R states, their favorite porn categories are always black and something?
Yes, I'm trying to find the
I've
map
never
right
noticed
now.
it, but I definitely believe it.
No, it's pretty much like Bible Belt and, you know, Arkansas, Oklahoma, states like that. It's always black something, whether it be lesbian, because I saw one they did for women, or black, you know, man, whatever it might be, whatever gross porn category that they want to put to it. Jackson is doing the digging, but I find it to be very interesting. That's
Pretty
how-
wild. I mean, I don't know. To me, it kind of makes sense because, like, there's numerous, not even theories, just knowledge on, like, while people are being very racist and hating black people, also being very, like, attracted to them. You know what I mean?
Fetishization is like a problem, which is basically how porn thrives. It's because we're all nasty and we all want to be problematic about our nasty.
Yeah.
Do we?
What?
My question is, what happens if porn gets rid of racism?
Okay,
Here for it.
so
And I don't really mean that as a joke. Like, I mean that literally. Like, what happens if porn, like, goes full swing into, like, we're just gonna be, not PC necessarily, but we're gonna take the time to understand the different cultures and things of the world. Like, does porn become boring?
Ooh.
That's a
No.
So, I found the search terms, most often searched terms for 2017 for the United States. So, the whole block of states that is Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, Kentucky, Tennessee.
The Bible Belt, yes.
Well, the southeast is black girl, white guy.
Wild.
Problematic. And my question again gets answered. Does porn become boring if we get rid of racism in porn?
Florida's hentai, by the way. Just want to put that out there.
That
Also, the Northeast loves giantesses, I guess.
That's
I guess-
not surprising.
the northeastern women are kind of small, so I get it.
So, South Carolina is black girl, white guy. North Carolina is ebony anal. So, draw your conclusions from that.
So just
That's
so
fucking
from like
hilarious.
casually racist to like full blown racist.
I don't know if we can say ebony anal is racist necessarily.
I say
I
it's
feel like
disrespectful.
I feel like calling black women ebony is racist.
I feel like
probably.
Okay.
both words
Okay.
are disrespectful in their own sense.
He raises a good point. I can't argue with that. But I want to know, like, okay, let's preface this with, there is no ethical consumption under capitalism, blah, blah, blah. I should be buying my porn from individual, people and whatnot. I'm not doing that. I use Pornhub Premium. It's what I do.
It's better than the rest of us.
Correct. So, say we got rid of the terms ebony, we use the right gender pronouns, we didn't, allow violence against women to be shown in porn, all of those things. Does porn, not just for us, but in general, end up being bland? or what happens? Like, I really want to.
I don't think so, because it's not that all porn is based on those things. There's subsets of it that are. So I don't think porn as a whole becomes bland. I think it narrows a little bit, but I think for the general public, a lot of things are unchanged.
The general public. Okay.
I want to go back to this map one more time because this is hilarious. Alaska's most searched is "Do Not Come Challenge." It's the only one on the map.
No, Montana. Also.
Oh, okay. Well, same state.
Might as well be the same thing. Nobody goes there
I don't
either.
even know what parallels to draw there.
Collectively, 1 million people live there, so it's not like it's a lot of people, I guess.
I mean, at least they're not fucking the animals.
On the internet. Like you can't upload bestiality to Pornhub. They say no. That's where they draw the line, though.
At least there is a line.
Thank God. I mean, there's a small line, I guess. I just wanted to talk about that.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no. All right. So, if you had to take a guess for the most popular searched video game character on Pornhub, what would it be for 2018?
2018 video game character?
Most popular video game character searched on Pornhub.
Is it male or female?
Oh, it's female.
Oh, of course it's female.
You never know.
Fuck. I have no idea.
It is in first place by 8 times the second place. What the fuck?
Oh, so
Zelda?
Zelda? Yeah.
Zelda is 5.
Princess Peach.
Peach is like 15.
Is it the Tomb Raider girl?
Lara Croft is 3rd.
Okay.
You're never gonna guess this, so I'm gonna get.
No, give us a hint. Is it like a console game?
It's a Nintendo character, lesser known.
Nintendo?
Samus?
Way down on
Is
this.
Toad female?
That's what I was thinking.
There's an entire topic about Toad.
Jeez.
We'll get there. Come on.
Did you say no to
Keep it
Samus?
moving.
That's not Samus. I'll give you guys 2 more guesses.
We can't waste
Fuck.
it. You said it's Nintendo?
Yes. In the Super Mario universe.
Is it fuck, what's the other girl's name? Not Peach, the other one.
It's not Daisy, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, Daisy's the other one.
All right, I'm just. It's Bowsette.
Oh,
What?
Do you know how many searches?
yeah.
Do you know how many searches in 2018?
200 million.
35 million searches
Oh
in
my
2018.
Jesus.
You know what's worse?
Christ.
That's only a 700% increase year over year.
Oh no.
Second place is Bridget from Overwatch with 4.8 million searches.
Jesus.
Holy shit.
People are nasty.
Okay, so like I am self-proclaimed nasty. I didn't even, first of all,
Okay, also a
Jackson
second
could have
thing.
gave me all day.
What do you think appears first on this list? Character from Pokemon or an actual Pokemon?
Actual
Pokemon for sure.
Yeah.
No.
Can I guess the Pokemon?
Is it Misty?
Misty is
Nurse
on this
Joy?
list. Nurse Joy not on the list. But no, Misty is on this list with 700,000 searches. Gardevoir with 670,000. Right behind Misty.
I'm sorry for the whites that listen to this, but these niggas wildin'. Jesus Christ.
Oh, no.
Gardevoir?
Pokemon Pikachu's on this list too. Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, so what we've gained is y'all are nasty. Like nasty. Like I thought I was nasty. Apparently every day I become less and less nasty. Maybe I should not be ashamed of what I like.
I mean, the people still playing Pokemon Go are the people that are looking that up.
First of all, I got a Nintendo Switch specifically to play Pokemon for the
Not
next...
Pokemon Go, though.
It's basically the same thing.
Oh, people are beating the absolute shit out of their meat while on their PlayStation.
Oh yeah, big facts.
Have you ever tried using the browser on PlayStation?
It stinks.
Yeah.
It stinks. I have a smart TV, and I in my living room. So when the roommates are gone,
Oh, God.
we bout that action.
Not like this.
Please wash your couch.
They don't listen. It's fine.
Jordan, where do you live?
I live in Atlanta.
I was going to make a joke, but it would involve you having to give your address.
I'm not giving my address on the internet. What are you doing? But yeah, so everybody, very nasty. Very nasty. This is not what we had written down at all. This got out of hand.
I guess we're going to cut quite a bit of this.
No, we're keeping all of this, Patrick.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I got the horses in the back, horse stock is attached. Head is matted black, got the bushes black to match. Riding on a horse, ha, you can whip your Porsche. I've been in the valley, you ain't been up off that porch. Now, can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Riding on a tractor, lean all in my blood. Cheated on my baby, you can go and ask her. My life is a movie, bull riding in boots. Cowboy hat from Gucci, Wrangler on my booty. Can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing.
Fleshlight.com and pull up this.
Yeah, like
It's a huge banner at the top.
First of all, we can talk about fleshlights. Fleshlights stink.
I don't think we need to talk about fleshlights.
Okay, I'm just saying they stink.
This thing is
you're curious.
gigantic. You just go to fleshlight.com and just look at how massive this
I've never had someone tell me to go to fleshlight.com.
and just look how massive this fucking jerk off machine is.
Can you just send the image? I really don't know if I want to go to fleshlight.com.
It's fine.
Get in your bag. Come on, we're already here. Your Google Home hears you. Oh my god.
Like, you got to sit down in a chair and you can't move. Like, you're locked in.
That's what I was saying with the fucking
Holy shit.
How do you turn it off? Because if you can't turn that thing off, you might put yourself in a coma.
You gotta wear a seatbelt.
Oh god. Open. Okay, so
Probably
go
not.
to the click the ad and then watch the video that they have on the.
Dude, it's called Quick Shot.
Yeah, watch the video they have on the
This
page.
is actually ridiculous.
The video?
Captain Jack off of the USS Erectus.
I don't see a video.
The
Go to that
spaceship
link.
looks
Oh,
like a
shit,
dick
here
and
it
balls.
It's so funny. It's a.
We're keeping all of this, Patrick. If you cut this, I'll be mad.
This is absolutely ridiculous.
The USS Erectus?
Captain Jack off. The jacket is clear.
What a ridiculous thing that's happening.
Someone
Are
animated
we gonna have
this.
to tweet this video?
This is the most
Jesus.
ridiculous thing on Earth.
Oh, USS Maximus Erectus.
This ship looks like dick and balls, and it's flying towards the jack-off machine
Oh yeah.
in,
Oh
like,
yeah.
space. We're gonna have to tweet this fucking video now.
Listen, I'm willing to jump out of the window. I don't have a job right now. I don't care.
Okay, so the pilot is holding the jack-off machine. That's what it'd be.
The ship just extended, and it became the Maximus Erectus.
Oh no.
You just said just the tip.
This might be the funniest.
How
like,
much did
thing
it cost
on
to
Earth.
produce this video? It's
At
like
least
solid
$2
animation.
million. Like, this is not low-level animation by any means.
Low delivered.
Is that what it said?
Yes.
Oh my god.
It's even got the, like, seductive robot voice. Like, it's got all of the tropes.
Pressure levels are normal.
Oh my god.
So do you?
That is absolutely absurd.
So do you like? You saw like his steering controls for the spaceship.
Yes. Yes.
It
It is
has-
the
Just said
thing.
that
Yeah, it is the
it
thing.
just said the thing is clear for full viewing control. So I guess
Jesus.
this ties into autosexuality.
Ah,
It has a
see?
mount
See?
for your phone.
Oh yeah.
Like, what else? Why else would you have this thing if you can't watch porn simultaneously without moving or moving your neck?
Yeah, this thing's got to weigh like 5 pounds. Like you can't like stand up and use it.
How much is it? Like, I need to know how much it weighs now.
This thing can last for 60 minutes, is what it just said.
Yeah, at 250 strokes per minute.
Oh my god.
Like, honestly, this might kill you.
This is the most
It's 10% off right now.
ridiculous thing I've ever.
There's different attachments.
Oh yeah, you have to buy the attachment. Oh my god.
We're sorry for everybody who
What a time to
is
be
not
alive.
interested in this, but we are interested in this, and we're going to talk about it. Because I sent this in the group earlier today as just a joke, and then we talked about it for like 20 minutes, and everybody was at work.
There's two buttons.
Yeah.
There's two buttons that change the stroke length and the stroke speed.
I
'Cause-
can't.
Okay. If they sent us a test copy,
They're not going to
how
do that.
long would you use? No. But if they did, how long would you use it? Because I know we're not going to buy this because this is the most ridiculous thing on earth to own. But if you got one for free, would
This
you
thing
leave
is
your house for a
14
week?
inches tall.
Oh god.
If you got one, how long would you use it?
I don't know.
Jackson
I
just
guess I'd
sent-
have to play that by ear.
Okay, finally got the weight. It's 3.2.
That's pretty big.
No, without the insert, it's 3.2 pounds. You also need the insert, so it's 4 pounds.
Jeez.
This shit is just on your lap.
4 pounds of jerk off machine. Let's go.
You know the future's just in some stupid ass recliner with this on your lap with a VR headset on.
Oh yeah. I'm surprised they don't have a VR attachment just straight up already. Honestly. Like,
So
instead
how
of
much?
Well,
how
no.
much does this cost?
It's
it'll cost you
$190.
like $500.
What?
No, I think it
this,
was 300 for the
this jack off
attachments.
machine. It's 250. Well, no, it's 221 with a single attachment. If you buy the whole package, it's 250.
What other attachments are there?
There's 2 like sleeves and what's the other, 1 second.
2 sleeves. Sleeves of what? Somebody explain.
We're adults. We know what jerk off sleeves are.
I guess my question is, how are they different? But you know what? Never mind. I can put that together for myself in my own time.
How are you gonna throw that into your budget though?
leisure activities, I guess.
How much money are you putting away towards leisure activities? How soon are you planning on buying this?
Me personally, I'm not ever
eating
going to
for
buy
a
this.
week. And
Did he say a week?
He said a week.
He said a week.
side
Oh,
note,
that was. Talk your shit, King. Talk your shit.
This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
No, I agree with you.
at least you know what? In all these packages, they at least send you lube too. Because if you tried to use this without lube, this shit is ripping your
Imagine-
dick straight off.
Imagine trying to get this thing working at 250 strokes a minute, no lube. Like, you're bleeding everywhere.
Wait a second. This says 12 million sold. That can't be right.
I hope it is. I pray it is.
There's no way.
Where do you see
There's
that?
definitely
No,
no
I think-
views.
I think it's I think Fleshlight is sold 12 million.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh,
Oh, okay. That makes way more
but
sense.
I'm pretty sure they just
34,000
released
people
these-
have viewed this product already.
yeah. I think they just released this today.
Yeah, I sent the
Yeah.
tweet. Like, somebody had quote tweeted the ad, and I was like, oh no, the guys are going to get a laugh out of this. And then now here we are talking about it.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Imagine being the girl to model this thing.
They get paid their money.
Yeah, like, they get their bag.
Yeah, she knows what she's doing. Imagine being the guy to product test this.
I'm listening.
I mean, that's it. I mean, how much do you think he makes, I guess?
I
To
think,
just get
like,
beat off.
no, to just use toys to beat off.
Yeah.
I think it's a decent bag. Like, it's not...
QA
Like-
tester for Fleshlight Inc.
So let me put it this way. How much would it take for you to quit your job? If, like, how much would that job have to pay for you to quit your job and switch jobs?
Anywhere from 80 to 120.
That's
I
not
mean,
a hard
is there-
number.
Is there like a bonus structure? Can I get promoted to like senior QA?
What's the-
Imagine being
Do
imagine being the tester for Fleshlight products, and like you're on salary, so you just gotta test whatever they bring you. And you've been testing like regular Fleshlights for like years, and then they bring you this giant jack off machine, and you have to test it. This thing could rip your dick off, but you're the guy.
It's like, we know this is real heavy. You're gonna have to sit down. We're gonna have to strap you in.
You got a family to feed. You got 3 kids at home. You can't quit
We
your
can't
job.
guarantee your safety.
But there's a nice little bonus. We'll give you $500. And this one that you're using is yours if you test it.
I mean, it has to be.
yeah,
at
no.
that point.
You can't sell that again.
It's not a big resale market for Fleshlights.
You sure?
I sure hope not. I sure hope not.
OfferUp.com.
No.
Go to let
no. Oh, somebody's
That's even
letting
grosser,
go.
given this.
Somebody's letting go.
I just want to see.
I was kidding. I'm not actually going, but someone is typing.
I'm
Jackson,
I'm
no,
100%
not me.
looking.
But yes, if this was gonna be my full-time job, I was gonna, give up being a lawyer and whatnot. I'd have to make anywhere from 80 to 120 with benefits and with, a raise and, some sort of advancement opportunities, which sounds hilarious as a sex toy.
At least 2 weeks
reviewer.
of PTO.
I would need more PTO than that.
I would need. I don't know if I would, because my job would be to try sex toys. So, I feel like I would be pretty relaxed.
I feel like I would just be sore.
They didn't say you had to try the whole catalog in one day.
Gotta pace yourself.
So what, you're working just 30 minutes to an hour per day?
Yeah.
I imagine there's some paperwork associated with it, so...
Yeah, you probably got to
Yeah, file
write something.
reports.
Yeah. maybe some expenses depending on who you work for.
I mean, right, because you got to go to like the Meat Beaters Ball every October. Network.
You got to go to all the big porn conventions.
Yeah, you're in Las Vegas like 6 months out of the year.
Pretty good. Well,
are you sure?
Not for me. But
I might not make it.
I don't know if there's
Kevin's all in now on all he has to do is beat his meat and gamble.
I mean, I've imagined worse futures for sure.
I'm just saying, like, it's pretty good.
I mean,
Patrick, have you found any?
No, I'm even on Craigslist. I can't find any.
That's good.
Thank
This
God.
is a good thing. Do not sound disappointed.
I just wanted to see the condition.
No, you don't. I
God.
don't think you do. I just don't think you do.
Wish you first for the winner, wish you champagne on ice. Middle fingers to the police. Gonna love a real nigga, I knew I was drunk. I'm trapped, I tried. Nigga came off the map. No turning back. Gonna love a real nigga, I knew I was trapped. That's fact, that's fact. Nigga came off the map. No turning back. Gonna love a real nigga, I knew I was trapped. Only thing we ever had to do was trap. I was breaking down bills and now I switch it to rap. Man, I'm shorty was a man like damn nigga what happened. I'ma keep chasing the money as far as I ever see. Had to keep my double cup, feel like it was killing me. I was sitting in the spot, I ain't never miss a beat. If I feel it in my heart, I'ma put it on the beat. Like run down on the long trip. Make sure your whole clip fail. Know it's hard living trying to survive this bullshit. I'm a part of my niggas, we all gon' get rich. Still remember selling 2 for 5. Now I have $1 million ride. Still be having thoughts about a guy. Sleeping in the middle tonight with the bass turn loud. Will you turn on the lights? Wish you first for the winner. Wish you champagne on ice. Middle fingers to the police.
how much do you guys like save or like are able to save after all your expenses yearly?
I make less than you guys, so like 2,500.
Well, let's just say like as a percentage.
10, I think.
Okay.
No, it's a little more than that. It's like 15.
See, I do I do zero sum budgeting. So I don't just throw all the excess dollars from a given month into like a savings account or anything like that. Like I have multiple accounts, like a savings account, an investment account, stuff like that, but I have money that lives in like my checking account that I have predefined what it's saved for, like in a spreadsheet, but it's not just like shoveled away into a generic savings account, if that makes sense.
Yes, but I mean, for the accounts you'd say as like savings, well, the account you utilize for that, do you think you can save more than like 1.5% of your total income?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fucking easily.
You could do that by saving, what, 10% of one check or something?
Yes, and
No, by saving half of one check, you could get 1%. Ish. No, just kidding, because you get 26 checks a year. I don't know. Math is fucking hard, guys.
Yeah, no, I was like, wait, that doesn't add up.
But regardless,
So if you save a fourth of a check, you're saving 1% of your income for the year.
Yeah.
But that's
so,
assuming your check is your full income and all that garbage. But
whatever. That's neither here nor there.
yeah.
But regardless.
Yeah, no, 1.5% is like, you have to be really, it would have to be really rough out in the streets, which
It is for some people.
Sometimes it is.
For a lot
but not when you make $500,000 a year on a joint income.
We all can reasonably save, and like we make young professional money.
Yeah.
So
anywhere from 40 to 90, anywhere in there.
Imagine, extrapolate your guys' like situation to if you made $500,000 a year. You think you'd be able to get pretty set and like probably retire early, right?
If I'm making $500,000 a year, I don't think I'm working a day past like 45.
Yeah,
definitely not.
Yeah, you're not spending some insane amount of money, like $60,000 on your mortgage annually.
Okay,
the sick thing is, okay, yeah, go ahead, Jordan.
Okay, so we're looking at this budget that CNBC posted about people who make $500,000 a year. So
$500,000 a year, and they still feel like an average person despite their insane amount of money they make.
It's allocated poorly. Is step one. It's allocated poorly. If you're spending $60,000 on your
let's walk through it, right? Okay. So, they each make max 401k contributions, $18,000 a year. That's reasonable, and then they have a 40% tax rate effective because of their salary bracket.
I take issue with that number.
What number?
Because the 40% effective tax rate. Because what if she makes X and he makes X, and they're not the same number? Doesn't that offset?
We're going to assume it's a married.
They're filing jointly.
Married filing jointly.
So, I'm just going to take it for face value, right? So that
I'm not an accountant and I'm not getting married, so I don't know all those taxes.
Every year they're working with $278,400 after 401k and tax, right?
They're only
$278K.
Good life.
They're only contributing 3.6% into their 401k.
Well, that's the max contribution.
What?
At that number.
Yeah. There's a max 401k contribution. You can have an independent IRA.
Oh, okay. I see.
But as far as 401k goes, that's the max contribution.
401k limits $18,000. IRA limits like $5,500.
Yeah.
After that,
I thought it was $75.
It might be $60, but it's not a lot of money. Is the point?
No.
Yeah. That's why when people are like rich, they have investments. It's not like retirement savings. They just invest in things that are they have like residual income, right?
Yes.
Because you can't just throw money into a 401k or anything like that. But anyway, right? So they $278K after taxes and shit, which is just so much fucking money. They have 2 kids, so they've listed $42K a year. $42K a year for childcare. I have no idea how much childcare costs. That feels expensive, but
no, that's probably about on par for 2 kids. Which that's fucked in its own way, because I know a couple people with kids, older people who make like a decent amount of money, and like they're like, yeah, no, it's like $22,000 to take care of my kid while I'm at work or whatever.
Jeez. Okay, so let's say that's reasonable, right? Which is crazy. I'm not having kids anymore.
Told you. Terrible decision.
So that's reasonable. They say food for 4 for the year is $23K. That seemed high at first, but then I figured it out. It's like that's if you're spending $100 per person per week.
That
actually works out, and I think that's fine, right? They're not like going crazy.
No,
$100
their mortgage. What's up?
$100 a week.
Per person. When you're in a family of 4,
it's a lot. It is a lot, but it's not. I don't think that's like an absurd amount.
So
like I think about it. If I try to spend less than $10 a day on food. Usually it ends up being less than 15 because you eat out fucking once. That's what it is. So it's not that hard
$10.
to get closer to $100K a week or $100 a week. Sorry.
Yeah. Because you have to eat 3 meals a day, Patrick. It's not just.
Do you know how much you spend on food per day, Patrick?
I've been trying to eat at home more, so
even if you eat at home,
I don't know the average when I buy groceries. What that averages out, but I usually go grocery shopping once a month, and I go to Sam's, so I buy in bulk.
Of course you do. I try to spend less than $200 a month on groceries, and it's just me buying for myself.
See,
So,
I want to spend more than that, but that's because I want to spend less eating out. Like, I feel like, well, yeah, I guess you're not, or well, you travel some for work, right? Still,
But you get per diem for that.
so yeah, but that's what I'm saying is he's home less. But
yeah, so like spending the money for groceries is flat out. But I also like a couple premium items. Like I buy expensive butter and stuff like that.
I budget $10 a day.
I,
$10 a day.
yeah, so that's
that is
$70
literally
a week.
what Kevin said.
That's $70 a week, Pat. And I would guess that you end up going over that more often than not, because think about when you go out to dinner and pay for you and Kara once, right? Like that's paying for
40,
food still.
50, 60, whatever that might
So
be.
for however many days hit it when you miss like that, I don't think it's absurd. I mean, of course, in a family of 4, when you're buying for 4, it probably should be less than that. But all I'm saying is I don't think that's crazy given like what I generally spend on food and just extrapolating that.
Yeah. Because like say you have this idea to go to Sam's or whatever for a family of 4, you need just more things. Just flat out more things. And we don't know what kind of kids they have. Maybe their kids are hungry. Maybe they're teenage boys. We know how we were when we were teenage
I think
boys.
with childcare for 2 children at $42,000, I'm going to assume they're probably like 4 or 5 years old.
I
Fair.
wouldn't necessarily. Okay, sure.
No, that's fair. That's fair because childcare is more expensive when they're younger.
Yeah, okay. But
I don't know.
Even still, like, you still gotta feed
I
them.
just think it's like it's not the most absurd because we're trying to point out absurdities in this budget, right?
Yes.
So like the next line, their mortgage, their principal plus interest on their mortgage, so not including taxes or anything like that, or home insurance, is $60K a year. That is because they have a $1.5 million home.
And 2 kids, which is a terrible idea. So I don't know if they specified where they lived.
It doesn't
which
matter.
Well, it kind of does because, like, say they lived in Seattle. There's no way to avoid having an expensive home if you live in Seattle and have to live in Seattle. But if you live in fucking bumfuck Arkansas and you have a $1.5 million house, like you're obviously
But here's the thing,
misappropriating.
like, of course, you can't avoid having an expensive home in Seattle, but there is reasonable ways to not have a $1.5 million home, even if you're in Seattle. A home that accommodates 2 children, a husband, and a wife. Like, there are reasonable ways to not have a home that expensive. Like, while property values and stuff are very high, like, they could not be doing that. That's the point I'm trying to make. Like, that's if you're
I
you're not allowed to
agree.
claim you feel average because of your savings when you made the conscious decision to purchase a $1.5 million home.
Like, the only way I purchase a $1.5 million home is if I make $1.5 million a year. Like, I understand those things don't necessarily add up, but, like, I'm a single person. I will be a single person for at least, 4 or 5 more years. Not that I don't have a girlfriend, but I am not married. So
There's
I
a
have
difference?
to... Yes. Maybe... I'm not going to put that out there. I'm not going to put your business out there. Never mind. You're welcome. I just think that, like, having a $1.5 million home and 2 kids, those 2 things don't equate to me.
So yeah, that's an absurdity, right? So that means with their mortgage, their home maintenance, their property taxes, and their property insurance, that's about $90K a year.
Yeah.
This part, I think it sounds crazy. It's 3 vacations a year, which they budget $18K for. So 3 full-ass family vacations a year is a lot when you have 2 young children. And also, that's
Like, where are you
$6K
going
per
for-
vacation.
Yeah. I want to know where you're going for $18K. Because, like,
Well, I mean, think of it more 3 separate $6,000 vacations.
even still, I was looking for us, like, I have aspirations of winning the lottery. I did some digging. By this time that you're hearing this, I've won the lottery and you will never see me again. I looked for us to go to Bora Bora for 2 weeks. It was only $1,400 per ticket, first class, for us to all go. So that's, say, 15 a piece. That's 6 off rip, and that's an extravagant vacation. Where
Well, that's
are you
not the whole
going?
vacation. That's just the flight.
No. But what I'm saying is, like, where are you going with your kids? That's $6,000. Because you can't, like, if you're going to go as a family, like, you're going to Disney or...
Yeah, Disney and,
I don't know,
Paris.
Yeah, if you're going to Disney in Paris, then maybe you should just go to Disney in fucking Southern California. And save, I don't know, $4,000 per trip.
I mean, to agree, a lot of this, there's, like, a lot of, like, keeping up with the Joneses type of spending in this. It's like, yeah they can go to Disney in the United States, but then their neighbors who are also spending wild amounts of money, even if they make wild amounts of money, are going to shame them for it.
And then you got to drive a 5 Series Beamer, which is not a cheap car by any means.
Yeah, that's...
And also...
the Toyota Land Cruiser is... I don't think a wildly expensive.
The whole thing about this
Toyota.
thing is they've
Toyota,
made life
Kevin,
decisions to make it so uncomfortable.
Toyota Land Cruiser is I think it's an $86,000 car.
Oh, okay.
What?
So yeah,
you could buy a Range for that. What are we doing? No.
Okay. So they drive two at least reasonably expensive cars.
Oh yeah. 2019
they have
Land
$3
Cruiser.
million term life insurance, which I mean, good for them. But these are all like, I take a problem with saying they still feel average. Like, when you're making these decisions, you can't claim to be average because you're living an extravagant life and you're saving a meager amount because of it.
Right.
Listen, my hope is to make, I don't know, 200 a year at the peak. Just me, Jordan guy, lawyer guy. I want to make 200. Like, I couldn't imagine being in a 2-person household with 500, with 278 left over to, like, exist. So, like, this is an extravagant lifestyle to begin with. Like, Kevin and Patrick make a little bit more than me and Jackson, which, as to be expected, they work in tech. And this number is still out of their realm of possibility for the next, I don't know, 15 years?
No, not even, just in general.
Just in general. So, like, the floor, like, or the ceiling
you have
isn't
to,
even that
you have
high.
to be either a doctor or, like, some
super
high-ranking
high
position in something. Investing,
Super high-ranking
like
lawyer.
an executive of a company. Like, to make that much money, you have to...
A year.
Yeah. I mean, of course, it's a couple, so 2 people at 250, and I'm sure they live in, like, San Francisco, New York, something like that, where salaries are higher. So it's like they both have
Inflated.
2 very high-paying jobs, even though it's inflated. Like, you still have to be at a very high position to make that much money. So it's like, I don't know. They say clothes for 4 people. No fancy bags, shoes, or threads. Like, you can't fucking say that when 3 lines above, you're talking about your $1.5 million home.
And your $85,000 car.
$85,000
Your Beamer and your Land Cruiser.
$85,000 Toyota.
I think the
Yeah.
thing that annoys me the most about this budget is at the bottom, they have student loan debt, which, okay, is reasonable. They probably both went to school for a long time, whatever. And it says 10 to 20 years, and they're paying $32,000 a year. But
I think that's the thing.
It hurts me personally that people that make that much money, and when you make that much money, I would assume you have a greater financial understanding. They still don't understand fucking, like, debt. And, like, I cannot imagine that student loan debt, when you're an adult making that much money, has a low interest rate anymore. So it's like you're claiming you're being average, and you're paying $32,000 a year for the next 10 to 20 years, but you're living all this fucking extravagant life.
You have the means to pay off your entirety of student
Right,
loans.
like you could be digging yourself out of a
In
hole.
a year.
Even to, like,
And
In a
then
year.
Even if they went to med
in the
school.
long run,
and had, like,
paying so much less money, right?
Yeah.
It's just like the
Med
general
school, law school, MBA, whatever it is, say I took out maximum loans for the next 3 years to go to law school, it would still only add up to 180.
yeah.
And my desired floor for what I want to do once I'm done is $100K a year minimum
Stop
for first years.
fiddling with whatever you're fiddling with.
So
you
like
gotta.
I-
You really gotta.
eat my ass. So like moving forward, I should just, I don't know, not have a $1.5 million house and hold off on doing some rich boy shit, like, you know, getting my teeth fixed and whatnot, so that I could pay those off.
Well, that's
quicker.
that's my thing. That is the fact that like someone can be making that much money, and like what I said, like I'm assuming when you make that much more money, you have to have at least some sort of general financial understanding. But it's like the general understanding of debt is just absurd to me. Like I've seen people go into credit card debt to avoid having like some sort of outstanding bill, like a medical bill or something like that, which like obviously there's other problems that should make these things less expensive and less irrational for like common people. But that's an instance where someone's probably going into a debt that accrues at 25% versus debt that is held for a long time and then sold off and collected in smaller amounts usually. Like things like that. It's insane to me that people don't have an understanding of that when going into some sort of debt. They just like blindly take it on.
Yes. And they're paying all this interest because they also feel the need to donate $18,000 a year to a charity.
Yeah. Like good for you guys for donating that much money per year.
And their
But, like,
college.
Well, yeah.
you can get yourself out of a financial hole and then get like, you know what I mean?
And by charity, we mean their alma maters.
College
College,
alumni
yeah.
is not
Yeah.
a charity.
Yeah. Well, one of them is feed the
It's
children,
taxable.
which is nice. College alumni
Or
is
it's,
technically taxable, but you know, as far as do-gooders,
Yeah.
I gave my alumni association $20.17, and that is all that they are going to get from me for at least the next 10 years.
I
I have season tickets.
Yeah, me too. I have to pay them
so
money in
part
order
of
to
it,
get
yeah,
season
is a
tickets.
mandatory donation.
Fucking scam.
I don't have to do that because
UNF
That's because you don't
undefeated
have a
since
football
1960
Because we're-
something.
1972, dickbag.
Wait, you have to pay money to get season tickets?
Yes, the lowest tier for UCF season tickets requires a $20 donation to the Golden Knights Fund.
I do not remember
yeah.
paying that, but I guess I did.
$20 eat my dick.
But then again, like you get, and those are for like this like student section area tickets. If you get like actual seats in like the decent areas, like your beginning ticket price is like $250, and then it requires like a $900 donation.
Yikes.
Oh, I bought
See, I think-
$99 tickets.
Yeah,
Oh, do you have like recent grad? I have like recent
Yeah.
grad
we
loans right
have
now,
young alumni.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and those are like heavily discounted.
big
And then
time.
after that, I'm getting mine now for like, I forget, it's $150 for the season, $200 for the season, something like that, something really cheap per ticket. And the next level after that, once it's out, I think this is my last year of getting. I think I get them for 3 years, and then it goes to like
$800.
a $700 a year seat, where it's the seat is $200 a year, but then it's a $500 donation, something like that.
Trash.
So it jumps a lot.
What a scam.
Yeah.
College is a scam.
So, after all these expenses,
We all went, though.
yes. So after all these expenses, they have total expenditure of $271,000 annually, and their net pay is, or their net salary is $278,000. So, with all they're saving $36,000 a year solely through a 401k, while grossing $500K.
Yeah, it's unacceptable.
I cannot believe that nothing on here as an expense is an investment.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no saving.
Like, I guess you can argue that your home is an investment. The cars are less investment because they depreciate more.
Cars are not an
They're
investment.
not really an investment.
Do you also know they're leasing?
Oh, God.
Oh, they have to be leasing for that amount.
For-
Yeah.
Yeah. Yuck.
These are not smart people.
Yeah, it's just absurd.
Maybe
So-
just don't drive a BMW. Drive a Honda.
Maybe just don't live in a
don't
$1.5 million home.
Literally
Or
do
don't
anything
drive
else.
An $80,000 Toyota. Like, I drive a Toyota. They don't have to cost $80,000, I promise.
Buddy, again, this is not $80,000 Toyota. This is a $90,000 Toyota.
Whichever.
Ridiculous.
Also, they're getting term life, which is retarded too. but that's different.
Again, these are not smart people.
You can't use that word.
Which is dumb. Big dummies.
You gotta bleep it.
Yeah, we're not using that word.
Spread the word to end the word.
So overall, they actually like save and invest 7% of their gross salary. 7%. I fucking
And
get
Of their gross. That's not even their like annual, right? That's
yeah. That's before taxes.
Yeah.
that's crazy.
these are just the stupidest people. Like, you know, they say it's like, oh, like we make good money, we get by. Meanwhile, they
Also
earn more money than 97% of the earth.
Is anything on there like saving for college for their kids?
No.
I didn't see that on there.
No.
Good.
Do you understand?
Fuck, and I
If
cannot
my
stress
parents
this
made
enough.
$500K a year, and they were like, when I got to college,
you're
they
on
were
your
like, yeah, good luck, buddy. Like, man, like I get it.
If I had
Saving
to
for college
take
is
out
expensive, but like if my parents are making $500K and are just blowing it on themselves and not even like thinking about me a little bit,
if my parents were driving a Beamer and they said you have to take out student loans, I would look at them different for the rest of my life. Like I think that's fair, right?
yeah, I think it's fair.
Like maybe you should have not like driven a Beamer all throughout my life.
Or at the very least, you could have scammed my way into a college and gotten me on like some fake sports
Yeah,
team.
like are you fucking kidding me?
Aunt Becky, please.
I couldn't be a
Anything.
pole vaulter.
A rower, even.
A water polo.
Nice.
So what do they do with the horses in water polo? They don't seem like good swimmers.
That can't be your joke.
That was funny.
That cannot be your joke.
Patrick's so mad you stole his bars.
Is he sending us a tweet right now?
Patrick's about to write something so rude in the chat.
No, it's
Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no smut on my rap. Last time that I checked, they was selling zones in the set. Make $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, then respect, then the power and the hoes come next. Last time that I checked, I've been self-made from the dribble. I was been saying I'm a killer. Playing no games with you niggas. Pop clutch, switch lanes on you niggas. Look, I laid down the game for you niggas. Taught you how to charge more than what they pay for you niggas. On the whole thing for you niggas. Reinvest, double up, then explain for you niggas. It gotta be love. Run the city, it gotta be cuz. It's for the pieces I took off the Monopoly board. Yeah, y'all niggas false claims, it gotta be fraud. Just keep the hood about your mouth and you gotta be charged. I doubled up, tripled up, nigga what? Banged on the whole game, I ain't give a fuck. Nobody tripping, handle business, got my digits up. And when I drop, you know I'm about to fuck it up. Check. It was 5 chains on my neck. It was no smut on my rap. Last time that I checked, they was selling zones in the set. Make $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, then respect, then the power and the hoes come next. Last time that I checked, come through fly. No cosign, I ain't need radio to do mine. I done fine, and I take my time and take my tribe. Every level that I crossed in this game, like state lines, it was visionary. Either I'm genius or you niggas scary. Maybe it's both in this balance I deliver daily. For every nigga in these streets trying to feed the babies. The single mama's working hard not to miss a payment. And dirty money get washed on royalty statements. Black owners in this game are powerful racists. Young niggas in the set just doing it makeshift. Out the garage, it's how you end up in charges. It's how you end up in penthouses, end up in cars. It's how you start off a curb server, end up a boss. It's how you win the whole thing and lift up a cigar with sweat dripping down your face. Cause the mission was last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no smut on my rap. Last time that I checked, they was selling zones in the set. Make $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, then respect, then the power and the hoes come next. Last time that I checked, I got the front and in the back.
We on the way and that's a fact. This real, this ain't rap. Where everybody wanna act pro-black. The last lie you heard, this ain't that, this that. I didn't made it out the gutter shit. Nip told you fuck the middleman, I told you fuck a bitch. Fuck wearing they clothes, I wear my own shit. Y'all can own y'all label, I own my own, bitch. Hey, yeah, I remember all that game you throw me. Don't fuck around and get played by the label owners. Talk that shit to these niggas, Adrian Broner. But secure the window, don't let the game fool ya. Cause when it's game over, it's when the game over. And all they do is play the game till this game over. And you be giving game like a big brother mission, never let them take it from us.
Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no smut on my rap last time that I checked. I was selling zones in the set. Make a $250,000, no sweat last time that I checked. I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress last time that I checked. First you get the money, then respect. Then the power and the hoes come next last time that I checked.
Okay, so recently we saw this video from Business Insider that was talking about hopping around jobs and what you should do versus like going from one job to the other or staying at one job for a long time and gaining a lot of experience.
To be fair,
So
what it actually was, it was a masturbatory Business Insider article shaming millennials for trying to get the bag.
Well,
Yeah.
what the thing about it was the video itself. So the headline for the video or the tweet was the one huge mistake millennials are making in the job market. Like one of those bullshit headlines, right? The actual video was a guy talking about how, and the thing is, the unfortunate thing is they're always framing it directing at like millennials, which is a weird blanket term anyway. But that they're just like it's all cast at millennials, saying they expect to find the perfect job and be in love with their job right away, and that a lot of millennials are making a mistake by hopping around jobs too much. And when he's saying too much, he's generally referring to like less than a year. And some of those points I agree with, but the framing of why they're being said are fucking bullshit.
It's
like,
clickbait. Yeah.
It's not.
Oh, yeah.
It's not expecting to get in and love your job. It's expecting to get in and be treated as a human right away and be able to make an impact and be given the opportunity to learn and make an impact right away. Those are two very different things.
While also not starving to death.
Right.
Yes. I think one of the biggest things, we've kind of talked about this a little bit on the pod, but I think one of the biggest things that we are not giving credit for as like an age group, I guess you could call us, is we understand what it means to be respected as humans. And with that, people take that as being sensitive, which is unfair that we just know how to speak.
Yeah.
And like speak up for ourselves.
Yeah.
How dare we ask that our LGBTQ friends be treated with like normal rights?
Yeah.
So I look.
The thing is,
millennials on a podcast talking about millennials. Here we go.
the thing is, corporations will fuck you any chance they get. So
That's
so
Go ahead,
if
please,
you're not
sorry.
like hopping around jobs, you're never gonna get that big pay raise.
so. It's objectively true. Job hopping is if you want to advance in your career from a promotion perspective, job hopping, or a promotion or salary perspective, which are usually hand in hand, right? Job hopping is by far the best way to do it, simply because companies don't hire from within as much as they claim to, and when they do hire from within, it's usually very politic based. So hopping from company to company by leveraging your current position and saying, hey, I like working here, but I would need to have this promotion, is just by far the most efficient way to do it. That's just a proven stat, right?
Correct.
That, of course, that's not everyone's like cup of tea. But you don't have to job hop, right? Like, you can stay at the same company if you're happy. That's really cool. But people have this like fault, and I fall victim to it sometimes too, where I like feel like I owe the people on my team something, the company something, anything like that.
Yeah.
Like
That's something that I learned from
at the end of the day, you're a line item on a
Right.
spreadsheet. and if it comes down to business decisions, people get cut. That's what happens, and it's nothing personal. It's literally like business. That's how things are structured. So they feel no affinity to you because when decisions come down, they can't use emotion because you couldn't run a business that way, right?
You have to understand
So
a corporation.
you're a stat, so you have to be able to cut ties without being emotional about it, even though it might suck. Like, you can't feel like you stay somewhere at the detriment to you because you feel like you owe it to someone.
Right, and that's where I think the video had a point, is because you want to stay with the company long enough that you make yourself valuable when those cuts do happen, that you have proven that you are a valuable asset to the team, rather than being a job hopper and you haven't been there very long, because those are the people that get cut first. But on the flip side of that,
okay, sorry.
when we were talking about it on Twitter, Jackson brought up that company just had
they wanted
ton of layoffs.
Wanted to get specifically the most senior level people out of there because they made the most money and cost them the most.
Right.
Yep. And
which plays on Kevin's point.
Yes.
I've seen whole teams of high performing people cut because they decide this part of our business is less business critical. It's the easiest thing to cut, right? Like, it's good making yourself indispensable, but no one's really indispensable.
Just at any company at any time.
Yeah. And that's the key thing to know. Like, you shouldn't always be looking to leave. I mean, you have your own career goals and whatever, but like, it's just being aware that I can get the fuck out of here. I should be able to, if a better opportunity presents itself, if I don't feel like I'm getting what I was promised, what I expect out of a job, and I'm able to find something else that probably does promise that, you should feel no remorse for doing that. And especially if you have voiced your concerns at work and talked to your manager and stuff like that and things haven't changed, right? I mean, at some point, you just have to do what's good for you.
Right.
Correct. Well, at all points, you should do what's good for you because these companies don't give a fuck about you. And that's the brutal and honest truth about it.
Like, to be honest, it's okay to like your coworkers and the people you work with directly, but you just have to understand that company as an entity is soulless and emotionless, and you're just there to perform some task.
Yep.
You are essentially a number.
Yep. I literally just had a friend that was hired on at the same time as me leave. He's staying in the city and just going somewhere else, but he left the company to find just a better job. And it's crazy because like everyone in the friend group were sad that he's like not working with us anymore. But literally at any time I told anyone, everyone was like, "Man, congrats, that's awesome." Because like it sucks, but there's no reason to like feel sad. Like that person's bettering themselves and they're staying in the city. Like, and then that's one really way is like, if your coworkers shouldn't be upset about you or mad about you leaving, right? Like if your coworkers are actually your friends, if you leave and it's on your own like doing and it's because you found something that you think fits your life better, they should be happy for you anyway.
They should cheer you on.
Yep.
And even professionally, like they're happy they moved to a different company, they're happy there, and now you know someone that when you eventually might want to look for a job.
Exactly. You're growing your network.
Yep. Exactly.
Buzzwords.
You got to leverage those connections, baby.
Right.
It is
synergize
your LinkedIn
them.
profile. Yes.
Literally, the networking is a very underrated thing, especially coming out of college.
Rated.
I think it's properly rated.
If I got networking beat into me anymore, I think I would kill myself.
Well, did you have internships, Jackson?
Yes.
Yeah. So a lot of people who aren't lucky enough to get internships don't understand the importance of networking. And you see it a lot.
And
well,
I get that to an extent, but also there are people that I know that were much smarter than me and were not having as much success in the job market as me. And it's a lot of that is like, it sucks. But at the same token, I discovered a lot of what I come to know about like interviewing and stuff through my own curiosity and research. I decided I want to get an internship. And of course, like there's bullshit involved. You have to have the right means and all that stuff. But the core like knowledge of the importance of networking and stuff like that and career oriented stuff came from me desiring to get an internship and wanting to go and do it and learning about it that way. Then that is what led to me being able to land jobs like that. So like I get that it's some people aren't as exposed to it, but also I think at some point you have to take initiative into your own hands and actually have an interest in it.
The people who take initiative into doing whatever it is or networking through however means always end up doing better because they took the initiative, not because they knew somebody better most of the time.
Yeah. Really, when it comes down to it, you, especially for internships, at least in what I've seen, is you have to know someone.
Go to career services at your school. If you are in, college or whatever, go there, talk to them, bring them a coffee. They really appreciate those things and they remember you. So when job postings come up or job, fairs or whatever, they can put in a preferential word for you so that somebody knows your name and not just a resume that looks just like everybody else.
That's true.
That's an incredible point.
Yeah, that's good.
I wouldn't go as far to say you have to know someone.
With all of that said, we really want you to take into account both yourself, the company, everything that you want to do, and your current aspirations and goals and things, but also make sure that you leave a company in a professional way, and make sure that you network and shake hands, meet people, go to career services at your university, or hell, even your job if they have that kind of thing, so that you know what you're getting into if you're going to change jobs or change career paths or anything like that.
We just want to see you guys succeed. Fuck corporations. You guys go make all the money.
Facts.
Truth.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Salty Virgins podcast. We truly appreciate it. We love you guys. We talked about some wild shit on this episode, and we can't wait for you guys to hear it. Thank you.
Love you guys.
Shout out to Kara for locking down 3 interviews.
Yeah, shout out.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to her. Yeah, there you go.
Let's get this shit done.
He says as he looks at his bank account. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I've come to talk with you again. All right. See ya.
See ya.
Oh yeah. Bad boy, I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way, baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill, I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. I live a wild life, don't judge me. Smoking hella joints in the lobby. Walk in the room, then leave with the girls that hit my fault, they wanna fuck me. I ain't the same guy when I was 14. I was trying out for the ball team. High school crush was ignoring me. Oh yeah, now she wants me. So now I'm on the road. Shorties on my shores. Saying I'm about to blow. I'ma talk shit cause I ain't finished yet. True be told, yeah, I been a man. Still gon' love me when it hits the fan. Are you? Oh really now? Aight man, let's get it then. I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way, baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill, I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. You know I gotta give them what they ask for. Like Tupac spitting at the tabloids. I'm Will Smith hanging with the bad boys. Get the bag, mask off, then we blast off. Where I'm from, they never had much. Waters and crackers when they had lunch. Everyone quick to do a damn punch. No fucks given like 5 nuns. Still got a heart of gold, so don't let me go, cause I'm here for you. Akon flow like it's 06. To my whole fam, please don't trip. Goddamn Thutmose at it again. I'm a dog, but I'm no bitch. I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way, baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill, I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me, baby,